Spicy Waffle. I'm Corwin.
And I'm Uko.
It's time for another Wafflelog! And we were not expecting to be doing a Wafflelog right now. Yes, we just hit 11,000 subscribers. That's fucking amazing. We are so thankful to everyone who watches, subscribes, likes, comments. We really like comments. Comments are fucking amazing. But we weren't going to do a video about that because, 11,000 is like a sort of,
not
we
the natural milestone.
Like 15,000 or 20,000 or whatever the fuck. But we've been having this weird issue around here lately in our local area where it's what I might call power line explosions. At least it sounds like explosions. I don't think it's actually exploding, but there's some sort of popping or something like that. And then like there's high winds going on or something like that. And then suddenly you hear this like pop, 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 boom, boom. It sounds like somebody's blowing shit up outside.
Repeatedly.
And then suddenly your like power goes in and out and shit like that. It really
and the main problem, that's the main
causes
problem.
Your internet to go out. We have like fiber optic internet here, and if the power goes out, that shit just crashes. So we are having new, more powerful battery backups coming. We spent like way too much money on that shit to guarantee that we will have videos coming all the time, even if the power goes insane.
Yeah, because
but that'll take a few days. So if on the off chance that there's a time where our videos are super late on one day or we miss something, we don't expect that. But if that happens, it's not that we've like, exploded ourselves or anything. Although I guess theoretically maybe the power line explosions could like cause a fire and kill everybody. But I'm really hoping that won't happen.
Yeah, fingers crossed on that shit.
Fingers crossed that won't happen. If the fire starts, I'll just put it out with my murder card.
But just as an anecdote, I was so enraged by it yesterday. 2 times I was rendering the stick-bolt video for yesterday, and it got to 40%, and then the power outage happened and rebooted my shit.
That was like fucking infuriating.
Yeah, I was so mad. I was like, I don't usually punch stuff, but I was about to punch the wall.
Exactly. Uko was full of rage. In fact, yesterday we were originally planning, before all that stuff happened, to do a Brutal Doom Project Brutality video, but then shit started getting a little bit crazy, so we just did the stick-bolt video instead. We should have the next Project Brutality video coming out today, unless some crazy power shit happens, but fortunately, at most, this should last a few more days until we get our battery back up. So, like, bear with us. We hope that nothing crazy will happen, but bear with us. We will do whatever it takes to make videos happen.
Hell yes.
Okay? We will make the videos happen by bashing our fucking dicks into the fucking videos until the videos come gloriously together. Yes, I said that. I made it sound all unnecessarily suggestive.
Yes.
But we will make the videos happen no matter what.
Moving hastily along.
We
are almost finished with the Hell on Earth starter pack.
Yeah, and that's something that has been so fucking amazing. But when we move on to something else, we are not going to be like abandoning Doom when we're done with that. First of all, we will probably at some point go back and finish the Doom 2 Maps of Chaos that we were doing. I don't know if we'll like switch to doing it co-op or finish that shit with me as the single player. I'm not really sure what we'll do with that yet. But regardless, we also want to sort of branch out into other Doom mods. So several people have suggested there's some sort of like brutal version or something of the Doom 64 that looks and sounds really cool.
I am definitely down with that, because
we'll almost certainly do that. Apparently it has co-op, which would be fucking amazing.
And I really want to play all of the Doom.
Yeah, we want to do all sorts of Doom, so keep suggesting Doom things. We might even do like a straw poll or something like that, where people can vote for what mod and what thing we'll do next.
I'm good with that.
I'm not really sure about that. Yeah, we probably will. And additionally, it's one of those things recently that a lot of people seem to be really interested in, is how I always put vicious beatings on Uko in any versus game that we do. Although he did, I think, win slightly more at Street Fighter. I'm not really sure.
Or maybe,
it was like
kinda.
Very slightly more.
It
like
was
a
like
close
51%
tie or something like that. It was the most competitive Uko has ever been in any game on the channel. And the thing is, though, that shit dates back like a long, long time to when I was really small. Uko was like 5 years older than I am. And because of that, when I was really little and I was old enough to pick up a controller, but not old enough to be able to beat him yet because I was all tiny and stuff,
it pissed him off.
I got really frustrated by that shit, and I refused to play until I like watched him and other people play enough to where I was like, apparently according to our parents, I would say to people, I enjoy to learn, and I would watch other people play video games.
Like adults would be like, "Well, you're not letting him play." And no, he doesn't. He didn't want to play. He wanted to watch.
I wanted to watch
like a robot.
And so I watched Uko and other people play until I was able to put a vicious whooping on all of them and take over the fucking world and use their lungs for hamburger meat. That's what I would do, right?
Well, obviously,
as a little kid, that's what I would do. I would scream as this little tiny kid about how I was going to kill them with my murder cock and then eat their lungs as some sort of fucking delicious steak.
I wish that had really happened.
Yeah,
I really do.
Amazing.
But so basically, and then from my perspective, eventually it got to where it was a gradual process where he got from being a little kid who would get good at stuff like that, but then suddenly he was a prodigy who would beat me at stuff, and I couldn't beat him anymore at all.
To a point where I was like playing like semi-professional competitive Counter-Strike, and at that point we would play something like Painkiller against each other, and I'd be whooping Uko like 70-0 and eventually just be like, fuck this shit, I'm done. I would kill him, Painkiller ever
or
again.
I would get one kill on him and he would flip the fuck out.
Exactly. And that's just how it used to go, and it was fucking weird. And I know that some of you might be out there wondering like, but Corwin seems to like kind of suck at games sometimes. But the thing is, first of all, when you're trying to do YouTube commentary and playing, it makes you suck so much harder than you would otherwise.
Totally.
Trust me on that shit. If you've never tried to do YouTube commentary, try doing it and notice how you suck like 90% more than you normally do at all. But additionally, at some point about like 5-10 years ago, I started losing my eyesight really badly, and now I have what's called an astigmatism in my eyes, where it causes like vision, like sort of, it's like somewhat like vertical double vision, and it really, really sucks. So because of that, I just can't play games nearly as well as I used to.
And I mean, his glasses correct it, but not enough.
Not really.
Yeah.
The glasses do not really correct it enough. Eventually, maybe I'll get like, the laser eye surgery and go blind 20 years later or something like that from it. I don't know. I'm kind of scared about people doing eye surgery on me because it makes me think like the fact that you got to be like alert for that shit. And if you were to like maybe like move your eye slightly
or sneeze or some
like
shit,
that,
yeah,
that suddenly like you got the laser carving your eye open. I know that's probably irrational, but it scares me a little bit, right? It scares me a little bit. So I prefer to stick with my glasses, and I don't need to be that amazing at games anymore, right? I don't need to be that amazing. I like yelling at video games and talking about my cock. That's just how it is.
That's your poison now.
Speaking of yelling at video games and talking about my cock, apparently there's a new Broforce update coming soon. There's going to be a couple new bros. It's going to be fucking awesome. They don't know exactly what else they're adding to it, but we are super, super excited for that. I'm still hoping that one day they'll do an expansion or something where you can play as villains from movies. Like
why not,
Hans
man?
Gruber from Die Hard and stuff like that.
Hans
Brober, exactly. It would be fucking amazing. I really hope they do that one day, because being stuck with just the heroes of like 80s and 90s movies,
it's only half the coolness.
It really is half of the amazingness. Please put some villains in. I would explode in the pants with joy. Also, some people suggested that we should play the Expendabros game, and I do have that on Steam. I guess it's free or whatever. And so if you guys want to see us do that, let us know in the comments below, because that sounds really fucking cool to me, be able to experience some of those other bros. And additionally, Doom is coming very, very soon, the Doom 4 game. I know that it's probably not going to be as amazing as Brutal Doom.
But we're still doing it, damn it.
But we're still doing it, and we're going to be doing it hard and fast like my cock. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing it hard, fast, and all fucking night with my penis. So that's how the Doom game is going to be going down, and it's going to be fucking amazing. It's going to be bloody as hell. We actually played the beta some. We didn't do a video on it because
it's
good. Kind of small. There were just there were two levels and not a lot of game modes that I really enjoyed that much. So we didn't do any videos on the beta.
Graphics were really nice.
The graphics looked really cool, and hopefully the actual game will turn out to be amazing in the single player. I don't know exactly what the co-op is going to be like. It looks like it might just be like a horde mode co-op, and where you can't actually play the single player campaign co-op.
But someone could mod it.
It's kind of sad to me. But Uko and I are both buying the game. I've already pre-ordered it, and it's gonna be really cool. We're gonna do the horde mode co-op or whatever, no matter what. And we're gonna be playing the shit out of the new Doom game. And additionally, they are taking forever to update Paint the Town Red.
We really want to do it.
Want to play more fucking Paint the Town
Red.
Red.
They don't want us to do it.
More fucking updates before I lose my fucking mind. Apparently, they're going to be doing some sort of arena update where they're going to be adding like arena modes, where you like arena fights or something.
I'm
like
down
that.
with that.
That would be really, really cool. Give us some extra shit to do before they release the fucking co-op. Because I want to have co-op paint the town red. We'll both be like co-op paint the town blood dancing, and it's gonna be fucking amazing. Okay, so that's it for this Wafflelog. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that sexy thumbs up button. Spicy Waffle signing out. No! No! Are you dead?
I'm definitely
you
dead
dead?
this time. I guess
No!
I'm fully dead.
Son of a bitch! It just knocked us the fuck out and spit you out into my face.
That's what I was about to say.
Ow!
That's
the
the
most
most
time we've tasted the agony of defeat.
That's the most
Son of a
humiliating.
fucking
That
bitch.
is. It's
We got killed by a fucking white whale. We got killed by something that looks like